Yes, I'm perfectly audible and
Okay.
I can hear as well. No issues.
Okay. So yeah, now we're going to start the interview. So first of all, good evening, Adrita. Welcome to the GDSC core team interview. So kindly introduce yourself.
Yeah, so basically, I'm Adrita Chakraborty. I'm a third year CSC
Can you
student
speak
from
a little
RCC.
bit louder?
Okay. I am Adrita Chakraborty. I am a third year CSC student of RCCIIT. I am, if I talk about my like achievements and stuff, I am a beta MLSA. I am the vice tech lead at Moot Code and also the coordinator at RCTech. And for this interview, I think I've applied for basic programming and DSA. So
Okay, so that's pretty much about you. Now, how do you think about contributing to the domain you applied, that is DSA and basic programming?
I think this domain which I have applied is a very competitive domain, first of all, and it requires like continuous practice or nurturing, I believe. So when I talk about this domain, basically, maybe organizing events, sharing resources that are really like streamlined by the Google itself, like the resources. I was actually surfing through the internet and I found this one tech guide by Google itself. So I think nurturing these resources that have not been nurtured before, maybe that will be how I want to contribute in this domain. Organizing events, these are the part of the community activities as well. Yeah.
Okay, what resource are you telling about Google? If you could share the screen and show or something maybe like that, or provide the link.
Yeah, I can share the screen. One second. Sure.
Yeah, then share it.
Yeah, you guys can see. Yeah, right. So
Okay,
you can
this
see,
one.
right?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes, yes,
actually,
I
I
can
was
see.
surfing through the internet and I found this. It is actually streamlined by Google. It is like all the resources that are actually present here are free. But that is I mean, the basic idea of a community, right? There are things that are free. There are things that are present all over the internet. But all we require is like a way or people who will help us to get to know this. So I think this is an amazing example of that. All of these videos are there, intro to hash maps. I think then coding questions are there, quizzes are there. So all these structured things are there. But I don't think we have really tapped into this part. So I think this is an amazing resource, amazing way to contribute or at least help the community to
Okay,
understand or get a better understanding here.
understood your point. Now, as I could see by your CV that you have had multiple positions. First of all, you are the coordinator of RCC Techs. So you had the option of promoting DSA and basic programming completely over there as well. Nextly, since you will be the coordinator, you will definitely have a workload because you are running an entire community or a huddle over there as well. So how do you think that being a part of this team, you will be able to contribute that much because you have an entire community with you over there?
I think, first of all, if I talk about the role of a coordinator in RCC Techs, it is basically coordinating the events, not that I will be the only person there. There are people who are present in different positions who are there to help me out. And I think if we are running a community, it's really about making time. Time management is one of the biggest like qualities a person having a position must have. So I would really love to focus on that. And it's not that I won't have time. I think one of my teacher really said that 24 hours is a lot if you can manage. So I would really love to focus on that. It's not that I have too many things or too much all over the plate and I won't be able to manage. I think I'm capable enough to manage both at the same time. Hello.
Okay. Okay. Now, since you have applied for the DSA domain, okay, I think your video just froze, but
Yeah,
your
I think
voice,
I'm
you are able to
facing
hear my
network
voice, right?
issues.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
No
yeah.
issue.
I'm able
Yeah,
to hear
if
you.
you are able to hear the voice, no issue. Okay, so since you applied for the DSA domain and as per your GitHub, if I see that you are more into DSA kind of stuff. Also, you are into kind of web development. You are doing kind of both, but you are in the beginner part of being in the web developer. So, what if someone from a first year student asks you that, okay, Didi, which should I start, DSA or web? Because tell me something one which I should do from project point of view or job or hackathon. So, what will you suggest?
Uh, First of all, it is my personal belief and from personal experience, I don't think these two domains are mutually exclusive. Like if you do one, you won't do another, or if you do one, you will it will be an easy job and the other won't matter. I think both are equally important, and once you go to deeper levels, I think deeper levels of development itself, one will get to understand how much important DSA is, because at every point, I think the implementation of DSA, the optimizations that we use, that are all predefined or parts of DSA only. So what I would suggest is to try to balance both of them, because there is no such one-way path. It's a bit hard, but it's supposed to be right. To balance both out, because both are equally important, I believe. It's not just DSA or just web development, it's both at the same time. I think that is the correct answer, the better answer.
Okay. Since you have applied for this domain, any project or something hands-on that you might have done or you want to show?
I actually, based on this domain, I actually made a visual sorting visualizer. So I can
Okay.
show that actually.
Okay.
Just give me a second.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, it is very good.
Since we are actually trying to see that if you will be able to give someone a hands-on learning, that's why this question was asked, because I know that making a project related to DSA is not something that we see every day or from everyone. So that's why I asked you that if you have something. So if you have, it's good.
Actually, my network is very like not good, so it's taking a bit
Okay.
time
No
to
issues.
load. Sorry. Yeah, yeah. 1 second, just loaded. 1 second. Yeah, will I share the link or will I share the screen? Which one?
You share the screen, that would be better.
Okay, just a second. It's loading very slowly. Yeah. Sure. Yes.
Or if you are having network issues, then maybe you can share the link as well. No.
Yeah, I can share. So this is basically,
Okay, the
so
screen
this
is
is
there.
just
Okay,
a,
screen is visible now.
yeah, yeah, sorting visualizer. So these are the kinds of sorting that are present basically, and
Okay.
basic ones.
Okay,
Which
so it
is shows
sorts and we can see. Okay, so what tech stack have been used over here?
basically I have used Next and Next.js basically that is.
Next.js mail. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So since you have made this sorting visualizer, I hope that you have a good understanding of all the sorting algorithms. You have done the
I
hands-on
think
learning through
I'm,
over here as well.
yeah, I think I'm well aware. Yeah.
Okay, Adrita, can you show the code base for this just for once? Because I think there are multiple shortings algorithm, and I think you have written all of those. So can you just show that sorting functions just once?
Yeah, just a second, just a second.
Or rather, you explain merge sort. It's the same. You explain yourself that. Enough.
Yeah, if you are not able to show, then the code you are not finding, then yeah, just explain it.
Okay, so merge sort, right?
Yeah, explain merge sort. As if I am a first year student
Okay.
having very less idea about
Yeah.
sorting techniques, so you are teaching me.
Okay. So first of all, if I were to start, basically in merge sort, what happens is it's a divide and conquer algorithm. So what happens is what we try to do, let's try to understand the approach first. So maybe we are given a very complex problem. What we do is we try to break it down into smaller sub problems and try to fix what or try to understand what is the main cause of the problem. Fix that, and when we go one level up, we will see that we have sorted a bigger problem at hand. So merge sort basically works on that. We are given a particular array. We break it into smaller segments, divide it basically, and try to sort. For example, there are 5 elements in an array. So we break it like 2, 3 or 3 to whatever it is. Then we further break it until we get like 1 element. Then we try to sort them and merge it into an array. So that is why it's merge sort. So if we have like individual elements, we try to sort. We try to understand which one will go first and second, and then we merge it into an array. Then we go one level up, and after doing this a couple of times, we will see that we have got an array that is in a sorted manner. So that is basically from where the name emerges, merge sort. So we keep on merging the array after sorting it. Yeah.
Okay. So since the domain you are having, you also have the basic programming. So if someone comes and asks you that Java, C, C++, or Python, what should I learn first? Or what should be the sequence of learning each of these languages? Or should I even learn all the languages or not needed? What's your answer?
Can I can you just repeat the languages you told? Java.
Java, C, C++, Python.
Okay, so basically these C and Java languages, I feel, uh, are very basic languages, and not many inbuilt functions are present. For C, first of all, I would suggest C. It is C++ and Python. What happens is there are multiple like inbuilt functions there. So one can understand, one can sort things, but may not understand what the background details are, and that is really important to understand. We can't just like use inbuilt functions everywhere. So my first suggestion would be to learn the basic languages like C, then maybe Java. C++ and Python can be learned. I think once you have the concept, once you learn C, once you have the concept, switching between languages is very easy because you understand what is happening. It's just the syntax that is differing. So maybe in Java, some things are easier. Maybe in C++, some things are easier. But if you understand the entire thing, it's better for you. And if I were to go domain based, as I said, understanding is important. So first you understand what is happening. Then if you are really interested in CP or DSA, competitive programming, mostly C++ is used because it's a bit faster. That's it. Otherwise, concept-wise, I think it's all same.
Okay, since you said CP and you have applied for the DSA domain. So What do you think? That is doing CP really necessary for someone to get a job, or maybe a good level of DSA is enough?
I think these again, when I talk about DSA and CP, these are not entirely different. So when I talk about CP, when we try to solve problems in CP, we use the same old concepts of DSA. We are not making our own concepts, right? So one can make their own concepts. That's nothing wrong with it. They can find out something that has not been written down or coded. But the approach is that way, that you learn DSA, you try to implement it. Just learning, I can know many DSA, many algorithms, but if I don't know how to implement it through code, or I don't know how to implement it in problems, if I don't understand how to find out that if a certain problem is given, I don't know what algorithm to use, I don't know how to find out where is the problem or which DSA part to use, I think it's a bit pointless. So DSA and CP, it is, and both are equally important, I would say.
Okay, my last question from my side would be that if someone is doing Rust, then he is into which domain?
If someone is doing Rust, it's basically Web3, I believe. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, Argoda, over to you.
Okay, so Shalmik, you have already asked a lot of questions, which I was about to thinking, but I have still some question in my mind. Like, Adrita, you are leading the RCC techs right now, so you are having some leading experiences as well. So, do you think those leading experiences are valuable for a domain lead if you get selected for the lead domain you have applied?
I think the experience is like really important. The experience that I am gaining right now, not that I have a lot of it, but 1 month, 2 months, whatever I have, I think that experience is really important, because I think the lead, I think Shagnik, who is the lead, he will not be managing every domain. I mean, he will be having a say in every part of it, but micromanagement is not possible for him. I think at that level, these management skills or leadership skills are really important, because in your domain, you might need to make decisions. If Shavnik is not present, I might have to make it by myself. And I cannot blame him just because he is not present in every decision that is being made. I think so. That experience or that what I can, yeah, that expertise is required to some level.
Got it. Got it. Okay, so and my second question is, I have checked your profile and I get to know recently you have done some backend development stuffs. So you are
Yeah.
also a CP, you are also have good experiences in competitive programming or DSA. So can you just tell me your personal experience in which part of those backend development you have implemented your DSA skills? I mean, if you have implemented. I
I
think you
think
can mention that technical operation in technical term as well.
um, in backend as such, I mean, there might be some sorting or searching that can be done actually. Not that I have implemented it very vividly, but I think there are paths that can be implemented over there.
Okay, got it. And I have two more questions for you. Like, I believe you are aware about your strengths and weaknesses as a developer or as a competitive programmer and as a human. So I want to know your strengths and weaknesses you are aware.
As a developer,
Yeah, as a developer, as a human being, anything.
okay, so basically, if I were to talk about my strengths in professional field, I think in the domain I'm applying in, I think I have a good understanding of the topic. I think once I tried to dive in, I actually understand the topic very well and even implement it. For the negative part of it, maybe I can give a bit more time towards it, maybe practice a bit more than I do, because of course there are chances to be better. And if I were to talk about personal, I think I have mentioned before, I have good leadership skills. I am pretty much very optimistic that is required. And for the negative side, I think I am a bit perfectionist. So that can be a bit stressing sometimes. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. And yeah, I have no more questions for you. And yeah, Shagnik, I am done.
Okay, Adrita, it was nice meeting up with you. And in maybe next 2, 3 days, you'll get the result. So wait till then. Thank you for coming. Okay. So goodbye now.
Goodbye. Good night,
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah, good night.
Good.